feel that it was a disadvantage growing up because some people couldn't separate your young selves, young music from what you've been doing right now?
So was it? Were we upset about it? I'm sorry. What
It wasn't as accepted, you mean?
Uh,
Sorry.
do you think it was a disadvantage that some people couldn't quite separate your young
Oh, from the music.
from the music you do now?
I don't know. I mean, I think that for the music we're doing now, or that we were doing on some modalities. Oh, well, I think there were some people who maybe liked the Submodalities record. Maybe it was a bit too quick of a transition for them. But that's just the way it goes, you know. I mean, you know, you kind of have to do what feels right at the time, and you know, we just that's the path we were on. And then it, you know, even when we decided to take a break that turned into like a 16-year break until now, that felt like the right thing to do.
Because we had no plans. Like on the first record, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't target anybody. You know, it was like, well, these people really like what we're doing, and that's not the mentality that we have. Is well, we're just going to do what we do, and if it resonates with people, that's wonderful. You know, but we're not going to go after people. You know, that's a little bit of a weird mentality. But we want to make music that people enjoy. We want to make music that we enjoy, and if it works out, it works out. You know.
So how did you handle your fame then, knowing that you were still very young when you first came out, and then after your break, how was your life changed?
After the break?
Yeah, I mean, but before that, I mean, when you first came out, you were still young then, right?
Yeah.
So how did you handle your popularity, knowing that you have many fans all over the world, and then after that, you took a break. So like, of course, there have been many changes since then.
I don't know. I mean, we were very tight knit, right? So our circle was pretty tight, pretty small, you know. So even when we had the type of success that we had, it was kind of a strange thing. I think that the world's changed a lot, like since that period of time.
A lot.
Things have changed. People have changed. Social media's changed a lot of different things. There wasn't social media out at that point. So we were really we just were always, I feel like, just ourselves all the time. I mean, I don't think we had any other, we didn't really have any people around us, I mean, that made us feel like we needed to be anything different, you know. And it was just really the brothers. You know, we had our mom and dad too, but the brothers, we just hung out all the time. We were friends. So, I don't know, I feel like even through the years, we've just always been that way. We haven't really changed much, to be honest.
What do you miss most about the 90s music scene? Or is it, I think that
The 90s?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that, you know, when I'm listening to the radio, I like things that I hear from the 90s. I don't know, even the poppy stuff just feels good, you know, it still feels good. There's great music out right now too, but there's that time, and probably everybody that's born in that area of that time period of music, you know, would probably say the same thing, you know. If you're born in the 70s, grew up on 70s music, you probably say the same thing. But the 90s, there was a really cool thing happening for sure.
So how do you feel like when you look at pictures back then, the long hair and the fashion back then?
Yeah.
Well, I think it was cool. Like, you know, I don't think it was bad. I think it was what it was, you know, and I don't really judge it too much, you know.
We never had stylists, you know. We were always just, that's again the same thing. It's like the decisions that we made, because you didn't have an inside look on really anything going on. You basically just made decisions based on what you wanted to do. Like there wasn't Kim Kardashian didn't have blonde streaks in her hair, and we were like, that's the thing to do. There wasn't a consensus on this is how you had to look and this is how you had to be. So we just
there was more freedom back then, though. I think for people to kind of, you know, I think that a lot of the time now people make it, you shouldn't look that way or you should look this way, you know. And back then it was like, well, you know, everyone was trying to kind of look a little different from everybody else. I thought, I don't know.
Yeah.
And try and find their own identity and do all these really interesting things. But I don't know.
I mean, out of the